Broadford is a unique circuit. It's the hilliest by far all season. It has a lot of history from the old Mr. Motocross days. Some of the heroes of our sport have raced at this track, so it's an amazing circuit.
A bit of a new lineup for 07 with Kade Mosig getting injured and out for a good 2 rounds from Montaggy last round. So we've had a substitute rider come in, Dylan Peterson. He's done some fill-in work before.
It's such a hard thing to just come to a race and spectate when you know you should be out there and you've done all the work to be out there, but having an injury that holds you back, it's not fun. Yeah, I guess it's the side of our sport, unfortunately.
You can see this year that he really wants it, and to be sitting on the sidelines of this weekend is just gut-wrenching for him.
He's hurting real bad, just with pain for one, and 2, dealing with another year that slipped away from him.
And it's so hard, you know, that feeling of just being like, well, it's done now. For me, I understand like the team had to get a fill-in rider. To be honest, I was bummed. I wasn't really happy. Seeing someone out there on my bike that I should be out there, I was just like, I was kind of pissed, but you know, what do you do? That's the way it goes sometimes.
Dylan Peterson was a really successful junior rider, and in the under-19s class he's had a lot of wins and done quite well.
I got a call from Mark probably early last week, I think it was, and he just explained Kade's out for a couple of rounds, and he asked if I'd like to fill in, and I was you know, stoked. I was pumped with you know, being back in the game again, you know, back racing and doing what I've loved to do ever since I was 5 years old.
For Dylan to go out and qualify 8th when he hadn't even ridden the bike before was just amazing. He had brand new boots on which were quite stiff, went out there, tough conditions, put it in the top 10 was really impressive. It shows how much talent he's got. He knows what he's doing out there, but he hasn't raced all season, he's been working full time. He doesn't even have a proper practice bike, so we'll just have to see how he goes. Dylan was amazing. He was running in the top 5 for half the race until a bit of arm pump came in, and he hasn't been racing, so you can't expect him to not get arm pump. The fact that he did so well shows he's still got the speed. I think everyone pretty much was surprised by Dylan's result, other than him. He knew he could go that fast, but we had no idea.
On the Cody Mackie side of things, again, Montaggy bit him quite hard. He's riding today in a lot of pain. Again, I'm proud of him for what he's done today. He's showed up, he's strapped up, he's gone out. Riding with a lot of pain, and he probably just couldn't push through and couldn't concentrate as much as he needed to on this track. And we've got 2 weeks from now before we go to Conondale in Queensland.
We're at Conondale in Queensland. We're about an hour inland from the Sunshine Coast. It's an absolutely beautiful spot. Green grass, rolling hills, trees, the sun's shining. Amazing day for racing.
Conondale's a very hilly track, kind of natural terrain, and it's definitely different compared to all the other racetracks on the circuit.
Today it's going to be a big one. Dylan Peterson really has something to prove. He's looking for a contract for next year. He obviously got the call up when Kade was hurt, so we'll see what he can do. For Cody, he had a shocker at Broadford. He knows it. He needs to redeem himself, really start getting some points back.
Can I say it's the animal in me?
Moto 1, Dylan got a decent jump, but got swallowed a little bit and made a bit of a mistake and went down early. Unfortunately, after that, his goggles got full of dirt and it was an uphill battle from there. push, he didn't give up, and actually set the fastest lap of the race, which is amazing. While the result wasn't as good as what Dylan wants, I think he proved he has the speed to run up front. Cody's ankle's finally feeling better, so we're expecting big things for today.
Previously at Conondale, I've landed on the box a few times. Things are looking good for the day.
Over the back of the circuit, there's some huge ruts. Cody got cross-rutted, went flying off the track and actually bailed off mid-air. And this time it was big, and it was a DNF for that moto. After having a big crash in the first moto, we know that Cody's a little bit stressed about the second one. Hopefully he can relax and bring it all together just in time.
And it's all in you. With every triumph comes a new breakthrough. Much better than you knew.
Body was great. The best it's felt coming into this round. I took some time off and now I've just corked my leg, but it's only a cork and not ligaments like the past injury, so it won't take too long to heal, thank God. In the break, I'm looking forward to just kind of hanging out with the wife and yeah, maybe just get back into some training. And like I said, I've been healthy probably the last week now, so now I can really get into it, get back into my training, normal program that I was doing before round one, and hopefully finish the season off strong. We've had a 6-week break and it's been good to really just regroup and get my body all healed up, ready to go for the second part of the motocross season. Out on the track at a practice day, it's still very competitive. We're joking around in the pits like we probably wouldn't on race day, but when we're out on the track, the goggles are on. I'm trying to beat that person and this person and vice versa. The next round being at Appin's kind of my home round. I feel pretty comfortable. I have my family and friends and my wife there, and 9 times out of 10 you always perform at your home round. I think it's just you're in a happy place, and when you're in a happy place I think that's when everyone rides to their full potential.
Pretty stoked to be back in the truck gearing up. It's been a long time since I've raced. I missed the racetrack and miss being amongst all the team.